Hello, how are you? I am back today with another gift from, oh look. Someone is where he doesn't belong. Kitty butt on my dresser. I don't like it. He's got stairs to sit at the window, but he's got to get up higher. Such a goofball. Oh, it's raining today, so he had to stay in the house. Well, he didn't have to, but his daddy decides that he can't go out in the rain anymore. Even though he lived outside for I don't know how long. Okay, so this came from Amazon, and this is $15.99, and there is a link in the description box for you to buy your own. It is so cute. Comes with adorable little labels. As you can see, the size there is the perfect size. It comes with 2 pair of these tweezers, which I'm not crazy about, but I'm actually, we're going to be using these. I've been collecting them from all the kits, and we're going to use these in day camp this summer for Girl Scouts. We're planning on doing Hometown Heroes, which will be the theme, which will include police officers, fire, EMS, doctors, nurses, all that kind of stuff. Just kind of familiarizing the girls with all the different type of people that it takes to make a community run. So we were planning on doing a crime scene type thing. So we're going to have tweezers at least to use to find the evidence, pick up evidence with. So anyway, that's what I'm using those for, if anyone cares, which I'm sure you don't. But, wow, look at my chair. Ugh. This chair, I actually bought this chair at Goodwill, like, probably 8 years ago, I think. I can't really remember. But anyway, I spray painted it, so I need to re-spray paint it. So this is the adorable little containers. These are the Tic Tac containers, and I love that it comes in a little carrying case. So we have, I don't even know how many are in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 times 4 is what? Where's Emily? Make her do some math. So these are the little Tic Tac containers. What is 16 times 4? Let's see, before it would be 64? No. 62, right? Anyway, I don't know. It's a lot. There's a lot in here. Anyway, that's going to bug me because my brain won't let me do it in my head. So these are the awesome little containers here. Again, this comes from Amazon. 64. I was right. See? And I second guess myself all the time. But I love it. They're so perfect. So you've got your, theoretically, you could put a whole painting in here, or several, depending on how big your painting is. And you have everything right here in this nice little, and you can label them. The labels will fit perfectly right on top, just like so. So you can put either, what I've started doing with when I label for a painting is I will just put, you know, 1 through whatever. Like in this case, it'll be 1 through 18. And then that way I just put that, you know, each bag in the container. And then I just go grab number 1, and then I look on the canvas to see number 1 is actually number 1, and then I go ahead and do those. So that's how I've been. When I first started doing the diamond paintings, I would put the code. So in this case, it's 1 through 9, and then it's A, C, D, E, F, H, K, and P. So that's how I would label my drills when I would set up for a painting. And then I realized I was having to like tear off the labels and redo the labels all the time. So then I got smart and I realized that if I could reuse my containers, I'll just put 1 through whatever. So in this case, it would be 1 through 64 or, 1 through 20. You could theoretically, you could do 4 small paintings set up right here if they only have 16 colors. But anyway, so that's how I started doing it. And then I can just use these same containers for my setups. Now, if you are storing your leftovers in your same containers, then of course, you can't reuse them all that easily. Oh, can't speak. But anyway, back to the point of this video is this adorable little box from Amazon. And again, it's $15.99. And since it's coming from Amazon, you can get it in 2 days. Yeah. So click over and pick up your own little beautiful set of Tic Tac containers. They're just so cute. So cute. Now, on the downside, if you have a painting that has a lot of one color, you may have to use more than one of these containers for that. You know what? Let's put some drills in here. I don't know. I have these sitting here from another video that, let's see, which one should we do? Let's do this one because it's, which one of them was 15 colors. So I think it was this one. So this you will see in another video. And it is 8:30, which drills. Okay, so here are the drills, and there are 15 colors on this painting. So what I will do first, I'm going to grab my trusty little Sharpie, and we are going to do 1 through 15 on our little labels. So bear with me a moment while I write that out. So have you headed over and joined the Facebook group yet? If you didn't know, I started an actual Facebook group. So instead of just the page, say hello to Binks while he cleans himself. So instead of just the page where it was just me like posting pictures periodically, I decided to create a group. So we can actually communicate a lot better. Okay, so the little munchkin came in, so I didn't want you to hear our little conversation there because who knows what she's got to tell me. Okay, so what I did was my OCD, I had to turn them all facing the same direction because they are in different directions in the package, in the box. So if that doesn't bother you, it doesn't bother you. For me, it bothers me, so I had to fix it real quick. Real quick. I hate that I say that all the time. So I'm just now applying the numbered labels 1 through 15 onto the top of the box. Now, let's see, what are these other ones? This one is 23 colors. And this one is 14 colors. So this box could actually be my special drill box for paintings. So we are going to see how many. Now the main reason I am going ahead and carrying on the rest of this is I want to see how much these hold, because some of these packages are really, really full. So I'm curious to see if I need more than one container for what's in the bag. Okay, so there we have 1 through 15 ready for our drills. And we have our pack of drills, double checking, making sure it's the right painting, 30. And we are going to just go by the bag of what number the bag says. Somewhere. Okay. So we have number 1 on the bag. I mean, this is kind of basic. I think I'm going a little bit too basic for y'all, but I don't know. I just want to be thorough. So we have our little container, and the whole top comes off, so you're not trying to pour everything into that little spout. So you can see this is a really full bag. So let's see how much actually goes into this container. Probably should get a tray in case I spill. All right, so yes, we will need more than 1 container. All right, so you can see it held a little, around half of it. So what I'll do is I'll just label another container as 1. Can you all hear the rain? It's raining really hard right now, which is awesome because my little garden and the worms that we put in our little garden will be so happy. Plus it's nice I haven't had to drag the watering can out to the middle of the yard and water our plants. See, now I put that in there backwards. Okay, so what I'm doing is I labeled another container with 1. And we are going to make, oh, spilled some. We're going to make these fit because I'm not doing a 3rd container. I can fit a little bit more in that first one. So let's see how full you can actually get this. I'm just tapping because I filled it up really, really full. So I'm just kind of tapping to get the drills out of the way so the lid will actually snap completely in place, which it did. And that is full to the top. So that's good. You can get a lot in there. So I'm just putting the remaining little bit in this first container because there is still room in it. Last little stragglers out of there. Can't let anything go to waste. All right. So we have 2 containers with number 1, which works out just fine because we have 64. I still don't think that's right. That just does not sound right to me. Okay. 6 times 4. Yes, that is right. See, because 6 times 4 is 24, right? Okay, so number 2. Moving on. My brain. See, does anyone else have that problem with your brain where you constantly question yourself if you actually are saying the right thing? It is so frustrating. Okay, so number 2 is another really full bag, so we'll need 2 containers for that as well. And now I know that I can fill this all the way to the top. And I am not going to hold this up on camera so y'all can see because I know I will spill it. And I do not want to waste any of these glorious, gorgeous rhinestones because they are my favorite. Even more sparkly than normal, and that is just gorgeous. Okay, so I need another number 2. Now, y'all might be thinking, well, you're using up all your containers for 1 painting, but that's okay because I can have the same number 1 and 2 again because all the paintings are numbered, 1 through whatever, on the drill package. So it will be okay. And ooh, this is even fuller than the number 1 was. I still cannot fit that into the containers because they are both very, very full. Now, yeah, that's not going in there. Another thing, too, I just realized that if you want to get them extra, extra full, you can fill it up just part of the way and then use a tray and open up this and pour them in. But you can see how full that is, and I still have some in the bag. So what I'll do is I'll probably just go ahead and do that part on the canvas and not worry about a 3rd container for number 2. So we will set that aside and deal with that later. And we'll probably have the same situation here because this is just as full, if not more full. So I will go ahead. I don't like this. We were talking on the group. If you're in the group, you're probably part of this conversation already. But someone was saying that she did not like doing this setup. And I enjoy it. I don't mind it. It doesn't bother me. But I think that's because that's the organizer in me. Is it makes me happy to put stuff in place and have everything lined up and organized. So how do you feel about the initial setup of your paintings? Does it irritate you? Do you hate how long it takes? Do you enjoy it? How do you feel? Tell me. Or head over, I don't know, better yet, head over to Facebook and join the group, and then you can join in on that conversation thread. Excuse me. All right, so we're working on container number 2 for drill number 3. In they go, and I'm getting a little bit more. Okay, now these all fit into, so this, come on, no static. So here we have, whoops, put the lid on too quick and one jumped out. Okay, so there we go. And they're looking so pretty. Oh, they're so sparkly, gorgeous. All right, moving on. Don't get sidetracked, Margie. Oh, I need a drink. My throat's all itchy. Sippy. Miss Bunny, we love you. Which I have not watched a video from Bunny in ages. I need to, I got on this kick of true crime, and I've been watching those a lot, and I need to stop because it's really depressing. So depressing. Like the missing persons, the people that disappear and are never found, or the people that are found and they're Jane Does or John Does, and no one ever identifies them. I just, it's heartbreaking. And then I get sucked into the, of course, recommended for yous, and then you go on this huge tangent. Thank you, YouTube, for sucking me into the dark side. So I need to go back and watch Christine, Simply Not Logical, and Bunny, Graveyard Girl, because they make me happy. They make me laugh. Okay, so number 4 did not have as many. So we have 2 containers still, but you can see the difference there in how many we have. And the way I'm putting them in is like so. But you know what I really should do is I should put them in order, because if I'm going to put a different painting in here, I might get confused as to which painting those, go to. All right, so let's fix that real quick. See, I did it again real quick. So I'm putting 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, and 4, 4. Okay. That makes more sense. So this will let me know that it is all the same painting. Because if I have another row, then I might get confused and grab the wrong color for the wrong, grab a color for the wrong painting. Does that make sense to you? I hope I made sense. Okay, moving on to number 5. And we should be able to get this into 1 because it is a lot less. Whoops, I didn't open it yet. Ooh, I hate having an open bag of drills sitting there. Like, it's just like, I'm gonna fall over and I'm gonna make you crazy. Nope. Not gonna fit. So what I'll do is I'll just do all of this color when I get done with this video, and then that way, oh, I actually put too many in the container. Can you see? I can't get the lid to go all the way down, so I need to dump some of these in the bag. Ooh, that's a lot. Didn't dump that many in there. So let's see. Just filling it up. I poured a bunch out, so now I'm just filling it back up again through the little opening. So that way I know that the lid will go on all the way. So I'm being a little more careful because it's a smaller opening and I want a smaller amount going in there. Okay, so we have a jam-packed number 5, and then we have this little tiny bit left over, which I will put on the canvas before I put it away instead of doing a second number 5. And here we have number 6, which is our basic 310. I did it again. Cut open the bag before I opened my container. So I have another question for y'all. To me, and I'm very specific about this, it's just the way my brain works. This is a container. It is not a box. This is also a container, not a box. This is a box because it's cardboard. Do y'all make that distinction in your mind? Does it matter to you? Just a little bit more depth into my brain, diving deeper into my brain. It's a little scary in there. I tell you. Oops, we're on number 7. Okay, so this is such a cool color. Maybe you can see the colors better if I show you in the containers. My other question for you all, has anyone noticed that I do that? Did it ever bug you that I kept saying container instead of box? All right, can you see? There you go. Oh, yes, you can see the color. It's a really cool chartreuse color. Super, super cool. Okay, so that's number 7. Am I taking too long? Am I boring you? Have I lost you? Are you still here? Anyway, click the... Just flew across the desk. Click the link in the description. Head over to Amazon. Get your own. Let me know how you like it. Because this actually came from my friend Charlie. And Charlie was actually one of the first people to contact me and send me something to review. And if you remember, it was the pink toolkit that you've seen in several videos because I use it regularly to store things, diamond painting extra pieces. So I was really thrilled when Charlie asked me if I wanted these containers because I love the little Tic Tac containers. And I do have a set of them from, I think it's Doris, but it's a much smaller. It's only 12. So I love the number of containers, and I love the compactness, is that a word, of this. You have 64 options of drills in this little tiny box. So I love that because we all are short on space, right? And this, I mean, look. You see that? I got my second little drawer thing I talked about, I don't even know when, but that will, I'm telling you, that will eventually be full of drills. So the more compact I can get stuff, the happier I am. And now, I'm putting these in this little container. Cat, Binks, really? Hi, I see you. Get down. Oh, really? You're tired? Go take a nap. Turkey. Such a punk. Alright, so anyway, like I said, I love this because it takes up less space, and it will be 2 or 3 sets of drills that will not go in my drawers that will make room for others. Oh, I'm so terrible. Such it is like this horrible cycle that I cannot stop. I can't stop buying them. Does anyone else have that problem? It's terrible, terrible, terrible. And I really need to, I keep saying this, I really need to stay off eBay because that's where I get in trouble because it's like $3 here, $4 there, $5 here, another $3. So it's really, I mean, I do not want to sit down and add up all of that. Woo! That would probably make me nauseous. Okay, so we are on number 11. We're getting there. We're getting there. And I'm going to take a good guess and say we need 2 for this size bag. So I'm going to go ahead and write out another 11. We have an empty container right here that we'll stick our little sticker on and go ahead and open it. So we have 2 containers. And I am going to open. Okay, I have something I want to tell you. I want you to look at this bag. You have the sealed side here, and then you have the folded side here. If you cut the bag on the folded side, it will pour much easier, especially if you have a small container that you're putting them in. It works much better because you don't have that extra edge to try to fight with. Does that make sense? If I was brave enough to hold this up and pour it in, I would show you. But actually, I'll show you like this. So if you cut on the folded side, as you're pouring, the plastic is touching the container. If you cut on the sealed side, you have that extra, what is that, like 1/4 of an inch that you have to try to fight to get the plastic. Actually, I'll show you because I did cut one open the wrong way. So here you can see, here is my cut edge, but it doesn't touch. And if I try to do this, then you have the chance of it slipping and then spilling. So I don't know, that's just one of my preferences. I always cut on the folded side, which is almost always the back. If you turn it to where the number is facing you, the print is facing you, that's the way I cut. I mean, I don't know if that even makes a difference to anybody, but I just figured I would tell you how. I mean, this is all about how my brain works, right? And sharing with you, maybe you never thought about it. Maybe you will now. Maybe it will save you from spilling your drills on your workstation. Okay, so we are down to 4 more. We are on number 12, and I just did it again. I keep cutting them before I pull out my little tiny amount here, so we only need 1 container. I'm really interested. I really wish YouTube would put the comments back on because I really loved how you all would interact and leave comments while you were watching the video. Because now you got to go all the way to Facebook and try to remember what I was talking about. I don't know. YouTube claims they're working on a new algorithm to fix. I don't know. I would really love to know why they think turning comments off protects minors. So,
Turn off your phone?
no, Bixby, thank you.
No worries. The phone will be off.
She just asked me if I wanted my phone turned off. And that's really creepy because Bixby is the Samsung version of Siri. And I haven't used it because, I don't know, robots freak me out. And I prefer to just do my own searching or whatever it is I need to do. So the fact that she just popped up on her own and I haven't touched the phone in like an hour? So creepy. They're always listening. That's like the Alexa. That really, really freaks me out. I don't want I mean, it's bad enough that we have our phones that clearly are always listening, even when you don't activate the function. So like the whole Alexa thing, and there are stories that Alexa has called 911 because of domestic things, which is really cool. But what else are they listening to? I mean, are they like secretly recording other stuff in your house? I'm not going there. Okay. Now, I'm just pushing, making sure that I have securely fastened all the lids. So there we have our 15 colors for the Poppy painting. So now what I need to do, because I do plan to put another painting in this set of containers, I will do 1 through 15. Ooh, pen doesn't like this paper. Poppy. Okay. So that's what I'm doing there. And that will go in the lid. So when it's closed, you will see. And then the other painting I'm going to do is 14 colors. And I will put 1 through 14 horses. So now I will know, and I need to put the canvas code on these as well. So we have 830 for that, and we have 899. Okay, so what I'm talking about is I'm putting the code, the item number that's on the canvas, I'm putting that on my notepad. So this is going to be on the top of my box, my container. See, I just said it. This will be on the top like this. So if I don't get to these right away, which I'm probably going to start working on them tonight, then I'll remember the codes for the canvas will be there. So, oh, I got to put the rest of my labels. I don't want to lose my labels because they are the perfect size. So I'll put the labels in there, my little note. And then when I finish these paintings, I can put the leftover drills into my storage, which is right above my head. You can see right back there, that box, that container. I did it again, see? That container holds my leftovers. So when I finish this, they will go in little baggies, little zip tops, and into my leftovers. And then this container will be ready for more drills for other paintings. And I'll still be able to use the same labels because it's still 1 through whatever. So I hope that has given y'all a little bit of insight, a little bit of maybe something you haven't thought about. And I thank you so much for watching. And please click the link in the description if you would like your very own container of little tiny Tic Tacs, because it is, I mean, it's perfect. You grab your kit, and if you keep it in the little zip bag that it comes in, this is all you need. And you can, oh, you know what? I just thought about something. If you're only doing the one painting, you can take the, woo, oh no, I dropped it in the floor. You can, if you have leftover extras, empties, however you want to say it, take out just enough for your toolkit to fit right there. Just store these off to the side, and then you can roll up your painting, and you have an awesome draft. Oh my gosh! So you roll up your painting. Now, remember, after you start working on it, you need to roll it the other direction. So let's do that now, shall we? That way we don't forget that that's what needs to be done. Because once, it doesn't matter when the painting, before the painting has anything on it, it doesn't matter which direction you roll it. That's personal preference. But once you get your drills, some drills on here, you need to roll it this way. because if you roll it the other way, you have the chance of catching the drills that are on there and popping them off. So if you roll it backwards, not backwards, if you roll it right side out, then the drills are more protected and they won't pop off. So with your little travel case, look at that. You have a painting you can take with you wherever you go. Thank you, Charlie. I love this box. I think I'm going to go get me a couple more of these because this is awesome. So I love that idea of putting your kit in there. You've got everything you need because, of course, your pen, your tray, your wax, it all comes with your paintings. They're all right there. I love it. I love it. I love it. So I'm going to put my empties away and set up my other painting that I want to store in this set of containers. And I will see you all in another video very soon. And please subscribe. We have our Facebook group that I would love to get to know you and chat. We have we've been having some fun over there, sharing our work, drooling over each other's paintings. And I just love, it's amazing to me how many different paintings are out there and how many I haven't seen. But of course, I don't go on AliExpress, and that seems to be where a lot of the ones I'm not seeing are. So I will see you very soon. Love you.